This is what they paid up to 400,000 New Zealand dollars to see, the final resting place of the Titanic. And this is what they used to take them nearly 4 kilometres below the ocean's surface. They began the 2-hour journey to the wreck dive on Sunday. Contact with the vessel was lost just 15 minutes from the ocean bed.
There could have been an accident, it could have become entangled in the wreckage of Titanic, it could indeed have had a catastrophic failure. The answer is we don't know just yet.
The 7-metre submersible simply disappeared, and time is running out.
The vessel was designed with a 96-hour sustainment capability if there was an emergency on board.
It's estimated they have roughly 30 hours of air left, but those looking for the craft have their work cut out for them.
Titanic herself lies in a trench. There's lots of debris around, so trying to differentiate with sonar in particular and trying to target the area you want to search in with another submersible is going to be very difficult indeed.
But was this avoidable? In 2018, an expert who worked for the company that operates the submersible warned there might be safety issues. That's likely to be little comfort for the 5 people on board. And even with new reports of repeated banging sounds picked up by sonar, for friends and family, it's a harrowing time.
I'm just hoping for good news. Every single second, every single minute feels like hours. And we're losing time and we're losing opportunity to find them alive.
Joining us now is Eric Futhy. He teaches submarine design at the University of Adelaide. Eric, what was your very first thought when you heard the news that the submersible had gone missing?
I was very concerned because, that submarine is on her own in the deep. And as we know, there is no rescue mission that is very, very close, so the clock is ticking. But fortunately, we've heard that they have some banging sounds, so that means someone may be alive, and there is hope.
So there is hope. Can you give us an idea of what it's like inside this craft?
Yeah, it's a very small craft. It's 10,000 kilograms, so you have barely enough space for 5 people on board. It's basically a cylinder. It's a tin can, and around you it's pitch black. So if you have lost any power, you have absolutely no way of seeing what is outside. And even with spotlights and a small window, you really feel that you are on your own. It's very silent. It must be terrifying.
We knew where they were going, we knew when they left. Why is it so hard to find this? It's 2023. There's a bit of technology available, isn't there?
Yeah, but technology has to abide by the law of physics. And when you are underwater, there is no radio, there is no radar, there is no GPS. There is a very slow data rate, meaning that you can only send a few text messages. It's not, as we can speak like that. So it's very complicated, and it's far away. You are in the middle of a desert, undersea desert, and it's even worse than finding a needle in a haystack.
Is there actually much hope?
It's very difficult to say. I guess between submariners and deep divers, I'm not one of these. We are very pessimistic. One of the passenger on board, Pierre-Henri, was saying, when something goes wrong, whether you are at 11 meter deep or 11,000 meter deep, you can die very quickly. But that banging sound is the sound of hope, and I would like to cling to that.
Do you think they are alive?
I hope that they are alive, because the fact that we've got banging sounds every 30 minutes, that sticks to one of the procedures that we've got between submariners when you are distressed on the ground floor. You bang with whatever you have within reach on the pressure hull to create that drum sound in the sea that can propagate far away. And having it at regular intervals means I am not a dolphin, I am not a shrimp, I am a human being, and I'm trying to get you to acknowledge that.
Eric, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Really appreciate your time.
Thanks a lot. Have a good one.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. This is The Project. My TV daddy, Mark Richardson, is here this evening. Please welcome him. Also, Guy Williams is with us tonight. Welcome, Guy. And Right beside me is my bestie, Kate Roger.
Oh, good to see you, Ryan.
Good to see you too.
This story and hearing Eric as well, and the way that he talked about how dark it would be down there, which I hadn't really considered if they've lost power. This is my worst nightmare. That is a tiny little craft.
Yeah, it's horrible and it's sad, and you know, if you get the worst case scenario, I hope it doesn't stop this type of thing happening, because I mean, it's pretty awesome. I didn't even know you could go down and look at the Titanic. But now I've found out you can.
And that footage of the Titanic down there, it is pretty extraordinary. So you'd be quite happy to get in a tin can and head to the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah, it's weird though, because you're going down there to look at one of the world's great tragedies, aren't you? It's a graveyard down there, and yet it's so fascinating. You go down there, that's the Titanic.
Mark, I know you. There's no way you're getting in that tin can to go down there. There's no way.
You won't even get on a bus.
I think the thing is, it's about 250 people have actually done this, so it's not, you know, all that uncommon. But obviously, we're all just holding our breath. I mean, listening to our expert tonight talk about the banging on the side of the submarine to let people know that you're a human and that you're down there, it doesn't bear thinking about, really, does it? It
does not. It's horrific. That story is unfolding. We will bring you any updates should they come through.